And we are back with ESQ-Astro sauce. I am the host, ESQ-Astro. And yeah, we're going to get into today's daily spread. Today is Sunday, the day after. It is August the 9th. So the day after the 808 portal opens. So lots of good things should be coming in the weeks ahead. I would say at least for the next 6 weeks to 6 months with this double eclipse coming. So again, that could even extend it out to a year, maybe even 6 years if there's long-term things going on in your chart when it comes to Pluto, okay, and Uranus. All right. So let's get into the spread. Of course, we do everything live here on ESQ Astro. Do a classic Egyptian tarot spread, which is a buildup of a pyramid. And then from there, we clarify with the gods of Egypt, which are our oracle cards, just to simplify and classify the reading to get the purest and simplest message. Right? Call in the Most High, my ancestors, and my spirit guides to guide the reading. Please call in whoever you need to call in to see the clearest vision from your end. First card out is the Hermit card in the upright. Next, we have the Death card in reverse, the Tower card in reverse, the Magician in reverse, Temperance in reverse, the Fool in reverse, Strength in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the World upright. And to top off the reading, we have the Chariot in reverse. All right. So, a lot of reversals. Was surprised to see that come out. Only 2 upright cards throughout the whole reading. Heart of the spread is the Fool card in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Lover's card, and that's upright. That's what you can't see coming. So let's get into the read. Let's decipher this. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is some heavy energy. Okay. Um, with the Hermit card coming out in the first position, I would say being in a place of planning, plotting, strategizing has definitely served you well. Okay. So there may be a rebirth at play with the Death card in reverse. This may be something coming back to life or coming to life. Um, I would say coming back to life just because we have the Tower reverse right after it. So this could be a point of rebuilding. Okay. A point where your magic kind of turns around as well. The Temperance in reverse is showing things are a bit out of balance. Okay. But I believe this rebirth that's happened and is going to be an effective change that comes to bring more balance in. Um, the main thing that I see here is that the Fool is in a wise position, basically to see, the options that are available when it comes to the next movement that the Fool has to make. Okay. So again, the Fool makes moves because he has to make moves. The wise man makes moves because he knows where he's going. Okay. So a fool doesn't necessarily know where he's going. Okay. But again, the Fool in reverse can represent a wise option or looking at things from both perspectives, from the upright as well as the reverse, to get more of a full perspective. And then with the Fool in reverse, again, it can be that Fool becoming wise based upon his journey and the experiences that he's collected. The Strength card in reverse can talk about, I would think, you stepping into your power, reversing this tower, reversing your magic. It may be a time again to relinquish that strength and let other people show you how strong they can be, especially if you've been called on to be the strong one, because other ones may feel that they are weak. Okay. The Hierophant in reverse here is definitely talking about, I would say, learning something, or something that you haven't learned that you may have to go back and learn, which is where the World card comes in, where I definitely see some type of travel, an old friend, an old connection, somebody that used to be a part of your world is coming back in some way, whether it's just through a phone call and y'all talking, or y'all actively getting back on, some daily, weekly, friendly conversations, and maybe even manifesting some business. Definitely looks like some business could be at play here as well. This could even be with a partner, because again, we got that lover's card coming out at the bottom of the deck, and this is what you can't see. So this is a choice that you got to make that's going to be coming. And again, this is going to be something I believe related to love or some type of partnership. So, with that said, I think the reading's pretty simple. Again, I don't want to complicate things or go too long with the readings, just trying to get into a particular timestamp with the algorithm. So, we'll go ahead and clarify with the gods of Egypt and see what they say. Again, with this reading, I definitely see there's, again, that turnaround is still in progress, because again, things aren't necessarily an event. It's a process. Word to Professor Griff. This is not an event. It's a process. So these are certain things that are going to happen during that process, and you just got to be ready. To take on what you got to take on to get to where you're trying to get to. Because as we say, you got to go through it to get to it. Okay. And if you're not going through it, then you're probably not getting to it. Unfortunately. All right, and the gods are going to say, yep, completeness in the upright. Okay. So, yeah, things are becoming more rounded for you. I would say the turnaround is definitely going to produce some changes that actually put you in position where you have to make extreme choices. Um, and again, these choices may deal with uh, extraction of people, places, and things, or again, you leaving, um, you extracting yourself. That's what I'm seeing in a particular way, and it may come through some type of vehicle or motion. Um, and again, I think things are turning around because again, the Chariot card in the upright can talk about completeness or things coming to a place of motion or fulfillment. But with the completeness card coming out from the gods, it's letting me know that this is the things that are turning around for you. That's why we got so many reversals here, because certain things are just turning around. The death card in the second position really says a lot, especially in reverse, because it's really talking about the rebirth. Maybe talking about a symbolic death or something, but again, we clear space to make space for something new, or again, to rebirth or rekindle things that may have, kind of lost our interest or died down. So this can be that rekindling point. We are at pretty much the height of summer, to where we've only got almost about a month of summer left once Virgo kicks in. So we definitely got to be aware of that, as well as the effects of these two eclipses that are really gonna bless people in some good ways. Hopefully your dharma is in place to where everything that's happening with these Jupiter conjunctions, Jupiter's going to conjunct Mercury, and then Jupiter's going to make a sextile to Venus this week as well, right in between the eclipse. So I believe that's on like Thursday. So like this weekend coming, the 14th, 15th, 16th, that weekend can be pretty pretty nice. It can really, really define this particular summer. I would say this weekend coming is going to define the summer for a lot of people because there's going to be some great events happening. And there'll just be great interactions as far as, again, people fulfilling things that they need to get to what they're trying to get to. Okay. Bottom of the deck for the gods is going to be, yeah, the moot card, being ordinary in reverse. Okay. So yeah, this ain't gonna be ordinary. This is gonna be something out of the ordinary. It may be extraordinary or extraordinary. So I would say you got a lot to gain, is what it's looking like. I would just say, again, stick to your guns. The Hermit card coming out in the first card in the upright, stay on solid ground, stay planning, stay plotting, stay rearranging and reorganizing things as, again, Saturn is in retrograde. So we need to take advantage of that energy and organize when it comes to our structure, how we govern ourselves. But again, all that saying, again, it's not going to be something that's ordinary. Again, we got to go through it to get to it. So if things seem like they're getting harder, just know something's going to break to where you'll have that easy point come and realize why you had to go through what you had to go through to get what you're going to get. And sometimes we don't equate, our time and struggle into value, but we really have to take that into consideration because um, sometimes the things that are costing us energetically, emotionally, even mentally, uh, can be saving us in other ways. You know what I mean? So uh, we have to realize that again, every day is a new day to try to make progress and be better than we were the next day. That's all we can do. So this reading is definitely saying that whoever this hermit is in the upright, you got some big choices coming, as well as some big things probably coming towards you when it comes to some communication, and again some things that are in the dark that you just don't see coming, that are coming to a complete uh, circle. They're completing themselves. So just know it's not going to be ordinary, and again, it may be extraordinary. So prepare yourselves in the best way. Leave me a comment if the reading resonates with you. Okay, if you have anything that you see that you just want to share, I'd like to hear back from you guys. Let me know how I'm doing. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, which is definitely going to help me get further into the algorithm. Going to be having the weekly read come out this evening, so you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think the reading's pretty simple. I'm going to leave it there. It's ESQ Astro, and I'm signing out. Peace.